Greetings, my friends. This is Maerlande, returning to you with more turns for the spectacle of Perspicuity. Turn number 22. These turns are quiet. I'm going to go over 3 in this video, 22, 23, and 24. So you can see that I've got remote searching going. Voice of Apsu for water sites on land. No luck there. Voice of Tiamat for elemental sites, all 4, in the oceans. And other than that, a little bit more manual searching. That's one of my single death magic path searchers. If we zoom in and have a look at the action, I'm moving some units around. Not a lot of reason to spend a great deal of time on it. I'm going to be forting up this last underwater province, the Bay of Regular Pirates, and I'm prepping the fort in the awesome wasteland. This waste, I have intentions of producing hidden in sand units using my pretender when he awakens. So we've got another about 14 turns till he'll show up, give or take a bit. You can see here I've set up automatic casting of Voice of Apsu. Automatic monthly casting is the Shift M key, a very, very useful key to get to know. And automatic casting of the Voice of Tiamat. So if you press Shift plus M, you can do any ritual and it'll keep going as long as there's gems available at the start of the turn. And it's important to note that you have to leave a little bit of cushion when you finish your previous turn, because gems are generated after the rituals are done. If you don't, your automatic castings will turn off. Another thing to keep in mind is the automatic site searching casting works really quite well. Not quite as good as very detailed searching for odd scales or special effects that can hint at a site that you might want to find. But beyond that, it prioritizes if there are sites in a province already found. It'll lower the priority since no province can have more than 4 sites. It doesn't seem to take into account the terrain improvements, but it still will jump around and go automatically to a new province every month. So I usually just leave it on automatic monthly casting. Now there is still the war between Sati and Tianchi going on. You can see some swapping around the provinces. Very hard to see right now, but Helheim, if you follow my cursor, it's here at the top. You can see he's flat. He hasn't found any more provinces. Everybody's making lots of forts. Incomes are solid. Mine is good. A little bit of change due to fighting and raiding. Gem income. My searching started. Helheim has a major advance in searching. Sati and Tianchi are probably fighting too much to do searching. And research, well, everybody's doing fine except me. Dominion, that's what I'd like to see. I don't think this current drop is of significance. Someone's pretender may have come out. That may have started spreading some more Dominion. Army size. So, kind of as expected, they're ramping up for a war. Helheim's saving his money, probably to save it for infrastructure. So I think that covers the basics of turn 24. Let's move on. Move on to turn 23. Another quiet turn. I've changed my research up. Now I'm working on thaumaturgy. I got my evocation to get the site searching for astral. Thaumaturgy will open up the other site searching options, even though I don't have many of those that I'm going to need. But I'm going to hopefully get some nature magi coming. The only real option other than pretender for ready for nature magic is to hire a few slave magi and hope you luck out. You can see I've got a dark knowledge going now, so I'll be stopping the manual site searching. Although my death gem income's only 1, so this isn't going to be, it's not actually on automatic, it's just a single cast. Moving around, going to put another fort here. I've dropped by, I'm dropping a lab here in the awesome wasteland. And everything else, make mothers. Again, site search, might be a holy site. You can see we're starting to see quite a few sites. Tiamat's not been cast here yet, but here's an example of Tiamat. Found some nice earth income. And you will find a little bit of water and fire income underwater in most games. It's luck based, of course, like all gem income, but it is helpful. Not a great deal of other action. So we'll have a quick look at the scores. Ah, fight, fight, fight. They're killing off each other's units. Helheim's starting to ramp up his troops. Might mean he's preparing for some more action. And Dominion's stable, research nothing much to say. Oh, Helheim's doing good at the site searching. Income, you can see the effects of the war between Tianqi and Seti. And forts, well, Seti is very aggressively forting up. And provinces, back and forth, bouncing around. So, I have nothing in particular to talk about for this turn except we'll just briefly mention that when I have a little spare income after buying Magi and or building infrastructure, I'll buy a few scouts. A challenge for underwater nations is that you cannot recruit independent scouts underwater. There aren't any. So you have to use fort turns or hope you luck out with a land site with scouts. But I had no such love. Independent militias, independent commanders, a few Ictiads, and again the same sorts of things. You'll notice I'm recruiting a little bit. We'll just have a quick look here. A little bit of land units. These are just to give me a few patrollers. And same thing here. This Toadmire would have been useful for a land nation, but there's these Toad Shaman could give you water if you don't have it, and they're sacred. But on the other hand, they don't get you anything that I don't already have a heck of a lot of. Last thing I need are more water magi. So I'm going to call it done here on turn number 23. We'll move on and have a quick overview of turn number 24. Oh, here's something interesting. We did have a fight. Seti attacked Tianqi. Okay, let's see what's developing there. I like to watch other people's fights to gain intelligence on what their research is and what actions they're doing. So I see right off the bat, Seti is using a powerful Sauromancer, Death 4. Hopefully you folks know that if you have extra pass when you're going to cast a spell over the base level, each one is a 1/2 multiplier on the fatigue cost. So Skeletons, Ray Skeletons, is a Death 2 spell. This means that this Sauromancer is casting it at 1/4 fatigue, 1/2 times 1/2. And I think it's going to be pretty obvious who's going to win this one. A few archers just aren't going to do it for him, and this is just a little bit of PD. But given that there are no sacred units here, I'm not learning anything about Seti except that, or sorry, Tianqi, except that he buys only small amounts of PD. And everything else is quite straightforward. Dark Knowledge, no love. Arcane Probing, no love. Voice of Apsu, I found a site in Awesome Forest. Voice of Tiamat, no love. Let's have a look at Awesome Forest. Oh, that's not it. That's the Forest of Forum Trolls. Oh, I have never met any Forum Trolls. Never. Awesome Forest, a water site. A little bit more water. Okay, folks. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope to see you in game. Goodbye.